Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you would, please watch to the end of the video. This is the last video in the Appalachian Adventure series, and there's a couple of things I'd like to talk to you about concerning Hurricane Helene, that's where we were at the whole time. I mean, we were there in Waynesville, Asheville, Clyde. I mean, right there in the center of it. That's where we were at. So if you could, please stay tuned to the end. There's also something else at the end that's very close to my heart. So if you would, please watch to the end. And yeah, enjoy the last episode of the Appalachian Adventure. I actually thought I heard a bear last night. I literally heard a growl or outside the truck. I mean, it sounded close, like right outside, because our windows were unzipped. It sounded like it was real close, and I woke up and I looked up and I'm like listening, and I heard it again, and it turns out it was Mama Bear snoring.
Nice.
But I was about to fight a grizzly. It is 6:57 a.m. Last night, for some reason, was a pretty rough night. I don't know why. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too humid. Wasn't too noisy or anything. I mean, just the crickets.
Normal.
Yeah, normal wilderness. But I mean, I was up felt like every hour. You were the same way. Yeah. So anyway, we got up pretty early. And went to make coffee, and the inverter keeps blowing fuses in my truck, so no coffee.
We are currently taking a hike, but the little stream that we're walking along is dry. They need some rain here.
When they have water, that's Jackson Falls.
Probably is. Oh, it's already hot, honey.
Huh?
It's already getting hot. Yeah, it's dry.
That literally must be Jackson Falls right there when they have water.
Holy crap. I'm careful. Well, they have a little bit of water.
Man, that's pretty though, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. I could see where they would do the rock climbing.
I really wanted to get some drone footage of Jackson Falls. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a GPS signal, and my drone requires GPS signal in order to fly. It was 2.5 hours until we got coffee. Oh, that was a rough ride. All right, so we're headed to Joplin, Missouri. We just got gas and refreshments, and we're hitting the road again. Now, we think we're probably going to stay the night in Joplin. Yeah, around Joplin area. We could go straight home, but that's another 6 hours, and we really don't want to do that, so we'll see. I'll try to find a nice area for us to either camp, or I either want to camp or get a cabin. We've done truck camping this whole time. We did get a hotel room one night. Wouldn't be bad to get like a cabin experience, you know what I mean? Glamping or something like that. So we're going to see what I can find, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we're at Joplin RV. We just looked at the No Boundaries 2024 No Boundaries 19.1 toy hauler. Just to see, the size is perfect. It does have the independent suspension that I need. And unless something else comes down the pike that gives you as much as that does for the buck, I think that's probably what we're going to end up going with. The No Boundaries had beast mode suspension, so I know they're needed, but I'm not a big fan of salespeople. Typically, they can be pretty pushy. And
this guy's fine.
Yeah, this guy's...
The second you said, we're not buying today, he's like, no problem.
Yeah, this guy's, he's pretty decent. I like him. He's not pushy at all. We had a little trouble finding a cabin in the area. We did book a glamping tent, but shortly after I booked it, I got a message back from the owner saying that somehow the website didn't update and it was already rented out. So I had to keep on looking. I did find a 640-acre Longhorn Ranch down in Oklahoma that rented a cabin in the middle of the pasture of their Longhorn steer, and that was kind of cool. I did hear coyotes again in the middle of the night off in the distance, and in the morning, I could definitely tell there were people hunting. I heard somebody hunting this morning.
You
Oh yeah, there was a lot of gunfire over there. All right, so we made it back to Wichita. We are going to meet up with our other child, Tia, and her boyfriend Zeke for lunch at the old spaghetti factory in Wichita. Been a good trip.
Yeah, really good trip.
Probably the best vacation I think I've ever taken. So
Much needed.
So anyway, let's say hi to Tia.
How y'all doing? Good. Kind of matching.
Yeah, kind of.
Shirts on.
You're only an hour late.
Yeah. The traffic was horrible.
Oh yeah, it was the traffic. Totally the traffic. Wake up, Zeke. Wake up.
Right night.
Yeah, just a little bit. I stayed up too late.
Both did. We watched like 3 movies.
Yeah.
I have missed my bike so much. Hi, baby. We are finally home, and I think the dogs are going to be excited to see us. Well, we made it back, everybody. Had a great time on our little Appalachian adventure. Freaking planes, trains, and automobiles.
And then we're gonna have a mower soon.
Yeah. I mean, why does that plane gotta be so loud? Is that necessary? That's a helicopter.
Maybe a helicopter.
That's gonna be a helicopter. Okay, here's where I'd like to stop the video. The helicopter that you heard in the video, we didn't know it at the time, but a co-worker of mine and a really good guy was in an accident. Anyway, it was Labor Day weekend. They were celebrating in Hoisington, and I guess he had a bad ATV crash. Anyway, that helicopter that you heard was medevacing him out of there. It wasn't until the next day that I found out that was him and that he had passed away. Kevin Seifert was a really good guy. I mean, he was a stand-up dude. He was a volunteer fireman. I mean, a hard worker. Never complained. Give you the shirt off his back. I mean, he was just a really stand-up guy. It's an absolute tragedy that we lost him. So, but anyway, my heart and prayers go out to his family, and gonna miss the guy for sure. Well, we made it back, everybody. Had a great time on our Appalachian adventure, and we are now back in the land of the lonesome tree. That's what I call it. How'd you enjoy it?
It was very relaxing and enjoyable. Unexpected in some places. We played it by ear a lot of the time, which was good for us because sometimes you just need to take a vacation where you're not planning everything.
Yeah.
And can enjoy a change in scenery, a change in venue, a change in direction. We even went back. We backtracked on one of the days because we had time. So
yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was very relaxing.
Got to see a beautiful area that I'd never seen before, that Graven had talked about so many times because that's where he grew up, in that area. I want to go back already.
It is pretty, right?
It's pretty. There's so many.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with us on the trip. And we have some, that was our first off-grid, official off-grid trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so worth it.
Many more to come. Appreciate you joining us, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, if you watched this series, you know we were camping in Asheville, Waynesville, Clyde area. Pretty much right in Waynesville is where we're camping, up in the mountains. And 2 weeks after we left, Hurricane Helena hit and decimated the area. I can't even imagine what it looks like now. I mean, I've seen the pictures, so have you. The entire area has just been devastated. Our son luckily got a text to us the day after it hit and letting us know he was okay. He assured us he had enough water and food for a couple weeks, but his phone died. So we didn't hear anything for 3 days. We couldn't get through to him. Cell towers were down. And finally, I think on day 4, he finally texted us, and I called him, and he's doing okay. So, yeah, because we were ready to hop back in the truck and haul ass down there to go get him. Anyway, keep the people affected by the Hurricane Helena in your thoughts and prayers.